In order to simplify our lives, we may need to give some things up. These can be physical items or a way of thinking. So, what have I learned to let go to simplify my life? In this video, I will share 10 things that I have given up to lighten life's journey. Welcome. I'm Maria, and if you're feeling overwhelmed and burdened and would like tips about simple living for a healthy life, then you have come to the right place. If you find my content helping you, please consider subscribing. So now that I have more time for myself as an empty nester, I do want to reduce stress as much as possible to maintain health. And in order to reduce stress, I want to focus on things that matter and let go of things that don't. So here are 10 things that I have given up or I'm working on letting go in order to simplify and unburden my life. The first thing I gave up is striving for possessions or status. At my life stage, I don't have the motivation or energy to achieve as much as I did in my younger years, nor do I feel the need to. I still have goals I want to reach, such as planting more vegetables in my garden or creating content to help you live a simple and healthy life. But I don't feel the need to pursue a career or to get to a higher position. That's just me now. I'm very content with my position as adjunct professor and have absolutely no desire to work full-time in that role. Currently, in addition to my job, I am wife to my husband, mom to my adult children, caretaker for my mom, cat mom to Thor and Loki, and content creator for my videos, and that is enough. I don't need to seek titles or accolades or worldly acceptance. The next thing that I gave up is comparing. I think what has helped me give up unnecessary striving is wasting time comparing myself to others. And what helps the unnecessary comparison to others is limiting social media. It doesn't take long to go on social media and then start feeling sorry for yourself because suddenly you feel inadequate compared to photos and clips of someone else's highlights. So, comparison is a negative mindset habit that we all need to overcome. At some point, we need to accept who we are and not think we are any less because of what someone else displays. The third thing I gave up is pleasing other people. Feeling the need to please other people kind of went along with striving. As I started on my career journey, I got a lot of advice, especially from my parents, and I felt the need to please them and other people to get their approval. As a result, I did a lot of things that others expected me to do, which led to resentment because I gave up time to do what I wanted to do. So sometime while I was raising my kids, I said, enough is enough. I'm given one life to work on what I think God put me here to do, and that's not to please other people. It was exhausting. My parents had certain expectations for me, other relatives had their opinions, and there was a point where I forgot what I enjoyed doing or who I was because I wanted to make everyone happy except myself. So I started saying no more often, and I learned not to feel guilty for not choosing anyone else's path for me. And along the way, I found joy and contentment. And that leads me into the next thing that I gave up, which is saying yes to things that I don't have time for or don't want to do. When you're trying to reach your career goal or sincerely wanting to help others, many opportunities come your way. And while there is a lot that I am sure we can all do to help our world be a better place, we cannot possibly say yes to everything and keep our sanity. So I have said no to volunteering for more than one position at my kids' schools. As a professor, I turned down teaching more classes, and I have declined requests that distracted or took me away from what I want to focus on. I will admit it's nice to be needed and to be asked to help or take on roles, but often I need to remind myself of what is important at that moment, what I have time for, and if the request aligns with my goals, and then respond accordingly. A fifth thing that I gave up is packed schedules. I remember taking pride in having a busy schedule where most of the time in my day was accounted for, especially during my time as a parent. Even though I miss my children's younger years and having them at home to hang out with, I don't miss how busy we were. Volunteering at their schools, attending their concerts and school plays, driving them to their next activities. It was for a season. And even though I like having a purpose and things to do where I feel like I am helping someone, I find myself on most days not scheduling activities back to back so that I have time to myself to slow down and allow for flexibility in my day. Now, when something comes up, such as a clogged drain or someone calls and asks if I have time to have lunch, I can easily move things around so that I can take care of unexpected issues or enjoy time with a friend. Next, my husband and I limit going out late at night. In my young adult life, I enjoyed the nightlife, but I think after my kids moved out and my husband and I could do our own things again, we chose not to go out late anymore. Yes, there's the occasional dinner invitation, party, or event, but most nights we're very content being home to relax and get ready for the next day. I find that having the time to prepare and plan for the next day and getting enough sleep has helped me to simplify my schedule and reduce stress. The seventh thing I let go of is excess hobbies. So I'm not saying that I don't have any hobbies. I have just learned to focus on a couple. There was a time when I wanted to try everything: drawing, painting, ceramics, crocheting, knitting, origami, baking, gardening, and others. While it was fun to explore my talents and interests, I don't know how I thought I could keep everything up. So in time, as a result of decluttering and wanting to free up my schedule and space, I let go of hobbies that I really wasn't good at, where I haven't touched the supplies or forgot about them, and ones that I had to be honest and know that I really was not going to pick back up. So I gave up most of my art supplies, origami paper, and other items to focus on the ones that I want to keep up, which for the time is just gardening. How many hobbies do you have? Are there any you would like to give up? Share in the comments below. I'd like to know what you enjoy doing. And if this video is helping so far, please hit the like button. I have 3 more things to share with you, so let's keep going. Next is limiting TV shows. Watching TV shows used to be my go-to for relaxing and unwinding, but it's so easy to let passive entertainment take away time to do things that I enjoy or need to take care of. I don't have anything against watching TV, but when it became one of the main things I look forward to at the end of the day, where I stopped working on my hobbies and important things, I knew something had to change. And there was a period of time, thanks to COVID, where we easily watched hours of a series. Korean dramas became our nightly addiction for a while, but then I wanted to read more and work on a hobby or prep meals for the week, and I could only do these things at night, so I stopped watching as much television. When I saw how much I can do in the evenings without feeling the desire to plop myself in front of the TV, I started not to miss watching shows. Now I watch about 30 minutes to an hour of TV shows about 2 to 3 times a week instead of nightly. Ninth, the need to learn as much as possible. While I am a lifelong learner and believe that we don't stop learning throughout our life, I don't think we need to learn everything. With access to information so readily available, we can search for any information anywhere and anytime. There's a quote: "Getting information off the internet is like taking a drink from a fire hydrant." Do we really need to know about everything? When we encounter too much information for our brains to process, that is called information overload. It's one thing to look up information that is relevant to your present situation or needs, such as searching for a video to help you unclog a drain, versus trying to know about everything that comes our way, such as the gestational period of a kangaroo. Unless you're a wildlife veterinarian or a zoologist, it's okay to ignore this fact. Plus, how many times have you looked up a piece of information only to find yourself going down a rabbit hole of trivial facts or doom scrolling? Maybe it's fun to learn some facts for a moment, but I get to the point where if the information is not applicable or relevant to me, I truly don't care. I know that may sound selfish, but I already have enough trouble keeping track of things that I need to know. And the 10th thing that I have learned to let go is more things to take care of. As I declutter my house, I have become much more discriminating about what I bring into my home. Everything must have a clear purpose. I do not want more things to take care of or maintain. More stuff means I have more things to take care of, organize, shuffle around, and then eventually donate. So I either avoid going to the store for unnecessary shopping, or I make myself take a long pause and think about whether I really need whatever it is that is tempting me. Creating and maintaining simplicity in life takes discipline and adjustment through each stage of life, but I find that anything that helps me to decrease stress and avoid feeling overwhelmed is worth the effort. What would you like to give up to simplify your life? Please share in the comments below. We can all learn from one another. If this video helped you, please hit the like button. If you're looking for tips for simple living for a healthy life, please remember to subscribe. And would you like more tips to learn about simple living in your empty nest years? Then watch this video next, and I'll see you over there.